grab this away. Yep. Welcome back to another Fabric Tip Friday. Actually, I learned a little trick that I did kind of versions of this, but not quite the same thing. And I'm going to introduce a gentleman here. His name's Peter Houghton. I'll let him introduce himself and what he's doing at this moment.
Howdy everybody, I'm Peter Houghton. My company is Aerospeciale. I specialize in old military planes, and we're working on Soaring by the Sea Foundations, PBY, redoing all the fabric surfaces, and there's a lot of them. And what we've got going on is our little way of cheating to keep the glue off the iron and help get the tape smoothed down, and we end up using waxed parchment paper, and that way we can run the iron on the tapes and get the edges down without the iron sticking and without scorching the glue at all. And it seems to work really well. Keeps the heat off the tapes, gives it just enough to get the edges down, and keeps the glue off everything.
You know, I tell everybody when they're doing the air tech, one of the, I guess, faults with the air tech is you need to stay within your line and have your glue not come out on your open area to mess up anything. But when you're all done with your final coats, it's taking that iron just to the tips that I always tell people. And after a while, you do start to play havoc with the Teflon on your iron and getting glue on it and everything. And like he said, he's using this just to be between him, just to keep the glue off the iron and keep it clean. Tell us also a little bit where I always tell people we brush on the heavier glue on the raw aluminum, and then this gets put down and soaked through, but sometimes you may see brush marks through.
This is the heaviest fabric that you can get, and you know, it takes a little bit to get the glue to get through it. So you are going to get brush strokes, and same thing, we use the parchment paper and the iron, and we'll just run it over everything slowly, and that'll smooth out the brush strokes. And I mean, it's a night and day difference between stuff that's been touched and stuff that hasn't been touched.
Yep. Just
save you a bunch of work when you're.
And this aileron's basically like a cub wing or bigger.
22 feet long.
Yep. And then this part over here, show them this is just the part of a PBY that's fabric. This is just the trailing edge off of the wing. How many inches did you say it was? Just the depth here?
That's 22 inches.
22 inches deep.
Oh, here we go. We got 22 inches.
And that's stitched on an inch. And he says that they're probably not going to go all the way through. They're going around the rib. But the thing of it is, you can stand up inside that and be the guy on the other end of the needle.
That's a 104-foot wingspan of fabric, the whole trailing edge. I think we got 110 yards from you.
Yeah, just for the trailing edge.
That's what those envelopes were stitched for.
Yep.
It's open on the front end here. This is completely open.
Yep.
So it doesn't go all the way around.
Yep. Yeah, we just sent the fabric to the folks that preferred, and I gave them the dimensions and that we wanted the open end sewed to, because as you know, the fabric's just 72 inches wide, and they had the panels the sizes they need, and Preferred has the capability of doing what we needed to do, and got them all set up. Well, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much.
This is just another little trick that I hadn't really thought of. I'd put stuff between irons or socks on iron and stuff, but that product, you had a piece of it right here. It's just a regular parchment paper. Yep.
And we found that this Reynolds seems to work the best. It doesn't scorch, it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
And
we don't get a dime from Reynolds, do we?
No.
For this.
No promotional.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.